We're going to be talking all about the Gio Reyna situation. Elijah from Get In Football has joined me. Make sure you guys check out his channel. Just overall, Gio being at Dortmund, kind of trapped there, doesn't seem able to get out to another club. Scale of 1 to 10. How bad is the situation?
Dude, it's hard to say anything below an 8, but I'm gonna say it. I'll say a cool 9, just because that
Cool 9?
one. Yeah, I think there's some redemption. It's his age. It's his age. He's young enough where there's some redemption here, but nah, bad situation, just all around, and it's been like that for years now. Like he could have gotten out of it, but when you have like I don't want to say zero suitors, but not many suitors right now who really want you at 22 years old when you were this like I'll say wonder kid for the USA. No, it's rough. Absolutely rough right now, unfortunately for him.
Yeah, no, you took the words right out of my mouth. The one bullet point I said for why it's not a 9 or a 10 is because he's young. And
Yeah.
I think being American, let's be honest, gives you extra health points. Like if this dude was
Yeah.
Costa Rican, oh, he's done.
Oh,
Like he's
done. Yeah.
back in MLS. We're never seeing him again.
Yeah.
LAFC, here we go. Like that would already have been
Well,
announced
I
here. But
wouldn't be
because
upset at
he's
that
American,
personally, but yeah.
of course you wouldn't be
Yeah.
upset. But I mean, maybe Costa Ricans would be furious though if they lost a youth
Absolutely.
prospect from the Bundesliga to
Yeah.
LAFC. Geez, that'd be rough. But no, you're right. Some people will hear what you just said and they'll be like, "Oh, like you guys are hating. Like clubs still want Gio Reyna." That's true. But even if you look at, let's go back to last winter
Hmm.
before he went to Nottingham Forest, he was linked to like 8 different clubs.
Yeah.
Basically, everyone in France wanted him, including
Hmm.
Marseille, which would have been a really interesting project.
Hmm.
Sociedad wanted him.
Yeah.
Villarreal wanted him. Now, the caliber of clubs that we're seeing mentioned, this is going to sound so disrespectful, but it doesn't mean to,
Go
it's not
ahead.
meant to be. Rangers,
Yep.
where it's like, okay, I actually think Rangers are solid.
Yeah.
The league is pretty mid, but the
Yep.
team itself is solid. And Parma, which I would love to see him go to Parma just so I can watch him and Zion Suzuki at the same time. That'd be pretty
Yeah.
sick. But we're not seeing teams that are in European, well, I guess Rangers, but we're not seeing like Villarreal, who are literally a Champions League club,
Yeah.
going in for him anymore. So that's the concern. Do you think this whole situation, do you think Dortmund fumbled this, or do you think Gio fumbled this more?
More. I don't know. I honestly want to say Dortmund a little bit, and like that's not to say that Gio Reyna is totally absent from blame, but I do feel like Dortmund kind of screwed him a little bit. Like he was playing, he was killing it for Dortmund for a while. I mean, I don't know if you remember, it's been floating recently, but that Champions League tweet where they were like, "Who do you prefer, Pedri or Gio Reyna?" Like that was the caliber of player he was at that moment in time. I do think they kind of screwed him over a little bit. Yeah, 100%. But at the same time, I do think Gio Reyna also should have maybe taken that extra step or a way out of the club way sooner than this. Like Dortmund screwed him over, yeah, but as soon as they did, he should have been on the way out, looking for another suitor, another club. But so the fact that he's been here that long in this situation is also his fault. I'd say 50-50 to be honest. Both screwed each other over, and I think Dortmund still continue to screw Gio Reyna over because of like the price
Yeah.
tag they're trying to put on him. I know like the issue with Parma, which may or may not still be happening. I think it's going to happen, but Dortmund wanted like 3 or 4 more million than Parma were offering, and it's like, what you can't be asking for like crazy numbers, any number at all, really, for Gio Reyna. Just get rid of him. There's no point. He's dead weight. He's an extra player on the registration. Just get rid of
Yeah.
him. So
Yeah.
yeah, both have screwed the situation over entirely. Dortmund still continues to do so. It's just sad. Honestly, it's just really sad to watch.
I think I would give a little bit more responsibility to Gio, but to
Mm,
focus on the Dortmund piece, it seems to, for a club like Dortmund, who I think we associate with being like really well run, great at development, all this stuff. We
yeah,
even look at guys like Pulisic and how it helped springboard his entire career and character arc originating from
yeah,
Dortmund. There are so many things that don't make sense here. Like, I'm not going to let Dortmund off the hook. I have no Bundesliga club. I don't really care about the Bundesliga. I
mhm,
watch it for players, not for teams. Tell me why Gio Reyna didn't play in the Gold Cup. Tell me
yeah,
why Dortmund called him up to the Club World Cup, To play him what? Did he play 10 minutes?
12 minutes total.
Oh, 12? Oh, never mind.
Yeah, no,
Decision
you
validated.
can't forget the extra
12?
2, Jack.
Yeah,
That
I
matters
mean,
to him right now.
yeah, yeah. That's why they're asking more than 7 million. Is
Yes,
because
yes.
of those 2 minutes.
For
Parma,
what
stop
he
being cheap,
showed.
bro. Pay up, man. Pay up. No, it's crazy. To me, that
Yeah,
was insulting that you didn't let him just go play for the States, which would
yeah.
have helped his career with Pochettino going into a World Cup season. Also, maybe you can shed some light on this because I don't understand the
Mhm.
reason he extended his contract. Why did that? If you're not good enough, is the only thing I can think of is they didn't want to lose him for free, so they extended
Mm.
him. That's the only thing I
Yeah.
can think of. Is there something I'm missing here?
I mean, I would say that too. But I think it falls in line with a very CONCACAF heavy pattern, which you see a lot from Mexican players in particular, and plenty of US players in here and there. It's just comfort, right? It's comfortable. He's over there, he's getting paid money, whether he plays or not. Why wouldn't he extend, from that point of view? Unfortunately, why wouldn't he extend?
Right.
That's where I think it is. I do think that the whole price tag, getting something out of him, it does come from which obviously Dortmund apparently really, really want something back for him. That definitely played a role, but I'm still stupid. Like you might as well have just moved, and not to Nottingham Forest because that was a dumb move. But that's beside the point.
So you think that Gio was probably the one pushing more for the extension, not the club?
I can't say he was pushing more for it, but I do think that it's very telling that he signed it. Like if you were
Yeah.
really adamant about playing or going somewhere else or rejuvenating your career, you wouldn't have signed that contract. So I don't know the ins and outs. I can't say that he was the one who really wanted it, but it's telling enough that he is still there. Like that it's a two-way street when it comes to this situation in particular. I think it's pretty telling, yeah.
That's kind of the reason why I would give more responsibility to Gio. Again, not letting Dortmund off the hook, but from what I understand, is that another issue in him getting a transfer is his wage, which you just
Mhm.
mentioned. And he
Mhm.
doesn't want to take a pay cut, which most players don't want to take a pay cut, right? Like LeBron James
I
taking a
get
pay
it.
cut to keep the big three together. That's like
Yeah.
unprecedented. Like players
Right.
don't do that. That's why
Right.
he's the GOAT. Gio Reyna's not the GOAT, even though some of y'all talk about
Far
him that
from it.
way.
Mhm.
Far from it, man.
Mhm.
Far from it. So if he's not willing to take a pay cut and he just wants to collect the bag, look, do it, whatever. If that's how you want your career to go down, I don't give a damn. Doesn't influence my life whether he plays or not. But
Right.
that's why I'm not gonna participate in this dialogue that's like Gio's this victim and he's
No.
just gotten so unlucky. I refuse to accept that as the dominant narrative.
Yeah. No, absolutely. I mean, you have options like you said. Any one of those options would have been good. Marseille, Villarreal, whoever. Like imagine he went to Villarreal during last season, right? And where they're at right now, could have rejuvenated his career already. He could have been a star of that Gold Cup team. You never know if they give an opportunity. Whatever. That's a parallel universe. We will never know. But like you had the option to go to these teams. If you really wanted to play, go to the front office, tell them, hey, I don't want to be here anymore. Let me go to one of these teams where I can play. So, yeah, I mean, like Gio Reyna is definitely at fault for that too, which is why I think it's a comfort thing as well. Like you could have been. I mean, you had Freddie Adu 2 days ago saying that is the same story that I had. Which no shade to Freddie Adu, that is a really sad story, like a bad story to be compared to. You're not even the best player in your family at this point. You're behind your dad. Why wouldn't you want to keep her going or at least try to rejuvenate? And you're 22 years old. You might as well do it now. Like, yes,
Mhm.
he's young, but if you wait 3, 4, 5 years to really try, which kind of looked like he was going to do, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Who do you think you are?
Yeah, you think you're the son of Claudio Reyna is I think who you think you are. I
Yeah.
think what's interesting now, like from Gio's circumstance and why this on a 10 scale of how shite is the situation, it can't be less than a 6 is
Right.
because I think for the first time in this whole saga, which I think things really went south like 2 years ago. Like maybe 3
Yeah.
years ago, and it was getting a bit rocky, but that was due to injuries. That wasn't because
Hmm.
Gio was a bad player. But the last 2 years have been like, bro, what are you doing, man? Get out.
Yeah.
And then you get out and you go to Nottingham Forest, and it was like, don't go to the Prem. Do not go to
It
the
was
Prem
such a bad move from the beginning. Like, I
from
don't
the
think many people
beginning.
were able to sit here and be like, "Yo, yeah, he made a good move." Like in Nottingham Forest at that time, we're in a really weird spot too. Like, yes, maybe there was a spot for him, but they very quickly got good. Their players very quickly started turning up. But I could have told you that was going to happen from the get go. Why would you
Their
go to the
starting
Prem?
11 was like rock tight. Like there was
Yeah,
no breaking. Who are you going to put Gibbs White on the bench? You
right?
serious? No. Like you're
No,
playing the FA Cup, bro. Have
no.
fun. That was
You
it.
can't go from struggling at a Bundesliga club to thinking you're going to go
Yeah.
to the Prem and start bringing your career back. Like, what did you think was going to happen? That just doesn't happen. No
I don't
player
know.
does that.
Dude, I'm launching a campaign like stop CONCACAF players from going to the Prem. I have a
Yeah.
whole take that the region overall, we are not good enough, especially
No.
in the midfield. If we want to send and develop like big athletes to go play in the back line, Jedi Robinson, Chris Richards, even though Jedi
Yeah.
wasn't developed in the United States, sure.
Right.
Whatever, neither was Chris Richards. Yeah, sure. We can
Yeah.
send athletes. We got the best athletes in the world. That the United States of America, hands down.
Yeah.
But when we're talking about technical ability, speed of play, decision making, we don't have midfielders in the region that can really play like that. Now, some
No.
maybe have the potential. Maybe if Gio kept on that trajectory, he could have been a name that maybe could have stepped in that midfield. But I mean, we saw Weston McKennie in the midfield in the Prem. Didn't have it
Yeah.
like that. Seen El Machin, Essen
Mhm.
Alvarez for West Ham. Does not have it at all.
Nope.
We see guys like Tyler Adams. The reason he's good is because he doesn't pass the ball, bro. He just
Yeah.
wins it back,
Yeah.
and
He's a
that's it.
leader. Yeah.
Which again, going back to Destroyer. So I'm like, please, just go to Belgium. I'm like, I'm about to get it tattooed on my freaking neck right here. Like, go to Belgium, please,
Yeah.
because that's where you need to go to get better. But with the Geo thing, what I think has changed recently is the emergence of Malik Tillman, and that's
I
why I
was going to
think the
mention that when you
situation
mentioned the Gold
is
Cup.
dire.
Yeah.
Yes, because the Gold Cup did what? The Gold Cup showed that there's another attacking midfielder in the pool who can
Mhm.
take his spot and can carry, and I'm going to use that loosely, but was the best outfield player besides Chris Richards,
Yeah.
best offensive player to a Gold Cup final, a bad squad to a Gold Cup final.
Yeah.
So for the first time now, Gio Reyna is not guaranteed anything with the national team.
Good.
That's why we're hearing MLS rumors
Yeah. Yeah.
because
I
he's got to
mean,
play.
good, to be honest, because I mean that's the motivation you need, right? Like that's if you lose your spot with the national team, that should be it. Especially for him, because he was arguably, not even arguably, he was the key player for the USA for that span of 3, 4 years ish where they were dominating the region, right? It was USA's trophy every time. He was a big reason for that. I would say even
Yeah.
more than Pulisic to an extent. He was a big reason for the USA's success.
Debatable. But yes, top 3, 100% certified.
There you go. Yeah. So as soon as you lose that spot, I feel like you have to realize you're doing something wrong on the club level. And with Pochettino, he's not going to give you a chance, which it's been very obvious. He won't, no matter how good or bad you're doing for club, actually, he won't, he might not even give you a chance. Gio Reyna has like zero weight back into it. And with the emergence of Malik Tillman, like you said, I don't see a future where Gio Reyna's back at that position. I mean, you know, he was we're in a good age of American soccer in terms of development. I couldn't name them off my head, but I know that there's plenty of up and coming attacking midfielders. Within 3, 4 years, they're going to be up there. Like, what does Gio Reyna? I don't think can do anything anytime soon to get that spot back, especially with Malik Tillman just moved to Bayer Leverkusen, was a huge purchase, their biggest purchase ever. With that kind of career, that kind of trajectory is not going to get pushed to the side for this guy who hasn't played, who played 12 minutes in a, depending on who you ask, a meaningless tournament, and that's it. You know, so
So
with the whole MLS thing too, like you might as well just do it at this point. You might as well just do it. There's no, don't put yourself all high and mighty. I can't go back to the MLS yet. I'm not, you know, I haven't finished my career in Europe. You pretty much have. You did it all before the age of 22. Go home.
it has to be for me the last option.
Mhm.
Like, also, I guess that would mean an MLS club is willing to pay his wage, which they probably will.
Yeah,
Designated player, I'm sure they would meet at least 90%, 80% of his salary demands. But
easy.
that has to be the very last option.
Yeah.
Because there's been a debate like, should he go to Rangers or should he go to MLS? Where do you
Mm.
stand on that? Would you pick Rangers?
Yeah, I would pick Rangers. I think like I understand the Scottish League is not good. It's a rather bad league with two
Yes.
really good teams. Um, but like that's almost fine for me right now. Like let him go to Rangers, get those games in, get European football at least a little bit of it, and play through there. I like yes, the Scottish League sucks, but I feel like that's almost kind of what he needs right now. We don't have to pay attention to him if he goes there. That if that's people's biggest worry is they don't want to care about the Scottish League, then don't let him go there, get goals and assists, and then in a year or two move somewhere else. It's definitely a better option than MLS. And I fully disagree with people who say just go to MLS instead of Rangers. But one more bad move, Rangers, Parma, whoever, yeah, done. Go to MLS. Like he doesn't have that much more time. But as of right now, I'd say Rangers for sure.
That's an interesting situation where maybe we'll make a future video about that. But if he goes to Parma and like doesn't play, because Parma, I don't know if you checked their offseason, man, they've signed like 8 players. Like
Yeah.
they're really trying to make moves this season.
Oh yeah.
Then, I mean, what do you do? My hot take, and I'll get to this later because I'm going to talk about where I really think he should go, is I would still like to see him stay in Europe, but just go somewhere as a free transfer. I think that would be
Yeah.
the best thing. But for me, the Rangers is still more desirable than the MLS because you're
Mm.
going to get either Champions League or Europa League football. Rangers is not impossible. We've seen them go deep in European football recently. So it's not like you're
Oh yeah.
just guaranteed the group phase and then you're done. Like you could be in another semifinal. Can you imagine if
Yeah.
he took Rangers to a final?
I
So
can't, to be
you have
honest,
a
but that'd be cool.
you can. I mean, he hasn't carried
Yeah.
anybody to anything since the Nations League 3 years ago, but
Right.
you look at the benefit of Rangers pushing for multiple trophies every season, making deep runs in Europe, that outweighs being in the incredibly chill environment that is MLS, where if you suck, nothing happens. If you're good, then you lose to Liga MX club in the CONCACAF Championship. Like
Yeah.
I think it's just better to be in a environment that has a higher standard, even if the league isn't good.
Yeah.
Right? It's like I don't know. It's like Heat. Why am I using so many Miami Heat metaphors? It's like Heat culture in the NBA. It's like even though they might not be great, that club, that team has
Yeah.
a standard, and so if you're gonna go there, you better perform. You better shape up. Guess who has some reported attitude issues? Gio Reyna. So go to a
Mhm.
cutthroat environment where, man, if he doesn't make it to Rangers, I don't want to hear his name for 3 years. Like
Yeah.
I'm banning Gio Reyna from being mentioned. You know how you can like censor words in the
Yeah,
comments?
yeah. Yeah.
Gio Reyna will be a censored word in my YouTube live streams.
Understandable.
Um, do you think his World Cup spot is actually at risk?
Oh, 100%.
Like not even making
100%.
the flight.
I'd be shocked. I'd be shocked. Again, I think he needs to have a good season. If Greg Berhalter is still in charge, I think he starts every game at the World Cup, unfortunately. But you have Pochettino, who, again, has been ruthless and won't call up players who are even having a great season, aka Josh Sargent. Or if he calls them up, he won't even play them, aka Johnny Cardoso. It's like things like that. So yeah, without a doubt, I think he is. Just because, like I said earlier, there's so many talents coming out of the blue for the USA now, which is great, and that maybe deserve an opportunity. I definitely do think it's at risk because at this point, why wouldn't you? And I'm not saying I'm going for this, but why wouldn't you just give the spot to a player like Diego Luna, who like has done stuff in the past, doesn't even need to play in the World Cup, just put him in the environment. Gio Reyna's been there, done that. He's been there, done
The
that. He's
Reyna
done that.
Sims are so mad at you right now for
I,
even
I'm
suggesting that.
and I'm
They're
okay with that.
furious.
And I'm okay with that. Show me the highlight tape from the last 2 years. It's what 12. It's shorter than the amount of time he played. Barely. Me. I don't know. It's
There's maybe a chance created in there or two. You could
hey
put
maybe in
something
training,
together
training videos.
in
Sure.
training. Yeah, training montages. I mean, Ben Simmons, that's all he does now is post
Yeah, getting up
shoot
shots.
around.
Getting up
Yeah,
shots. There
getting
you
up
go.
shots.
100%. I mean,
Squat
it's
montage on the way.
yeah. You might as well give it to somebody else. I just don't understand why. Like what he's been great for the USA in the past, but he's not playing. He's not playing. Whether that's in the MLS, whether that's in at Rangers, anywhere, give it to somebody who's playing at this point. He doesn't like if you don't deserve it, you don't get it. That's how it should be for me. So yeah, 100% I think his spot should be at risk. And especially under Pochettino, they don't have a relationship there. Like the only relationship they have would be whatever Pochettino's headlines were that he read about when Claudio spoke up a few years ago about Gio Reyna. Like, that's all he knows. I don't know those contacts. I don't know if he's been talking to Gio or Claudio, but he has no reason to do it like how Greg would. So I
Yeah.
don't think he should be on that flight as of right now at all.
He's definitely not the starter. The fall of Gio Reyna. You know how like the Pulisic documentary is a thing? We definitely
Yeah.
need one called Gio that's just the complete opposite of
Yeah.
like everything that went
Yeah.
wrong.
Fire
Dude,
Festival documentary.
fire exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the trailer is just him signing the Nottingham Forest loan agreement.
Yeah. The
And then
pictures. Yeah.
cue the interstellar meme like banging on the dude, I checked transfer march.
Mhm.
Do you know what his value is today?
I'll throw out 8 million.
Close, 7 million. So
Okay.
exactly what Parma are offering. They use Transfermarkt, obviously.
Look at that.
In 2021, this is why I think Dortmund are being greedy. He
Mm.
was valued at 40 million. 40 million, man.
And
This
that
is
was
like the
before
guy
the
who
state of
didn't
the
sell
market now.
Bitcoin,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
right? Like,
100%.
like it peaked,
100%.
and then he was like, "I'm hold." Or, that was a bad example. Dogecoin. This is
There you go.
Dogecoin right here. Is Gio
Mhm.
Reyna, where it's like, "Nah, man, I think it's gonna hit Bitcoin levels," and then it's now at like whatever it is,
Yeah.
99% of value lost, and you're like, I'm holding, I'm holding.
It
It's like,
if I
bro,
were to
let it
compare him
go.
to if I were to compare him to some, crypto thing, he is the epitome of NFTs. He's the NFT of American
Oh,
players. Yeah, because, like,
mm,
at one point, I mean, he had truthfully, he had the highest ceiling out of any American player in a long time, even more than Pulisic, you could argue. And then all of a sudden, really, like that, just down, 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 down to the point now where it's like, I'm surprised we're making a Gio Reyna video in August of 2025. You know, like
yeah,
almost.
yeah, man. It's a slow off season.
It's a slow off season. Yeah,
It's a slow off season. Bills still need to be paid. I mean, we're talking Gio
there you
Reyna.
go.
It's
There you
top
go.
of mind. I figured let's jump
Yeah,
in and share our thoughts on
as we should. But you know what? This might be the last Gio Reyna video anyone ever does after this season, because like, can I sit here
it.
and say
Yeah,
that we're going to be talking about him next summer? I can't. I really can't. Granted, it's World
not
Cup
if
season,
he
but
doesn't move.
yeah, yeah.
If
And
he doesn't move, man, it's cooked. He's cooked.
I almost like the Parma move too. I kind of like it just because the project, right? 29-year-old manager, really new squad, like you said, a lot of transfers in. No one has their place yet. We don't know what his team's going to look like. That might be the best situation for him is to go somewhere that's so unknown and, come out of the dust and be a leader on that team. But if that doesn't happen, yeah, we're done. That's it. Like, why are
Yeah.
we even at this point, it's why are we still talking about Gio Reyna? You think of him if he was English, the exact same career, uh, no one would really care at this point,
Well,
unfortunately.
if he was English, he would have been replaced 2 years ago.
True. Yes,
You
there
know,
you go. There you go.
you think of,
Yeah.
I don't know, guys like Jack Grealish or something. It's like, hey,
Oof.
man, if you're not playing and you're not performing, we have 17 other wingers who would like to play for the Three Lions.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That's why it's different now because Gio
Mhm.
didn't have who was going to replace him. I guess what they could have
Yeah.
done is started like Weston Tyler and Yunus Musa and just had no attacking midfielder. That was kind of his
Ugh.
biggest threat previously.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe it'll be Cardoso now. I don't know. But now you have Malik Tillman, who just came into your own backyard. He
Mhm.
just transferred to Leverkusen for 40 million, which you used to be worth.
Mhm.
He's taken your team to the Gold Cup final. It's scary hours for
Oh,
Gio
yeah.
Reyna.
I
It's
mean, this
terrifying.
we're witnessing potentially the end of his career, which is why, like, obviously Rangers, I think would be a good move. Parma would be a good move. I don't think that MLS would be the worst move. Like, I think from a external sense, yeah, maybe it's a shitty move. Like, just looking at it, but could he maybe go the Ricky Puig way and just take the hit for now, build yourself up, hopefully not tear your ACL, get a couple good seasons in there, and then go back? I don't think that's the worst idea, but I think it does provide what kind of career he's at right now. Like the fact that an MLS move at 22 is not necessarily a horrible idea is really sad for him, for any player.
It is. And I want to end with, for me, what I think would be the most fire move for him to do right now is look, I'm biased. I'm going to La Liga.
Mm,
I have 2 nominations.
mhm,
One, I think Valencia, dude.
mm.
I
Yeah,
think if you went to Valencia with Corberan as the manager, who didn't lose to anybody not named Real Madrid, Barcelona, or Atletico since he took
yeah,
over,
yeah,
right? Pretty solid.
right.
A huge club. Huge club.
Yeah,
This is not, I mean, this is way bigger than Parma. And that's not disrespectful
by
to say,
far.
it's a straight fact.
Yeah.
Big expectations. You would have another young stud in Javi Guerra, who's more of
Mm,
like that box to box next to Gio Reyna. Gio Reyna could kind of do more of his offensive thing. He wouldn't have to have like a massive defensive work rate at a club with expectations with a fan base that's going to chew your ass out if you're not good. But under the radar,
yeah,
no
true.
European football, all league, chase something in the Copa del Rey or something.
Mhm,
I think that'd be a phenomenal move for him. Already have American precedent with Yunus Musa as well. I don't think it would
true.
be unthinkable. Or Real Sociedad, which is the riskier one.
Mhm. I like
But
it though.
dude,
I like Sociedad for him, but you're right, way riskier.
way riskier because their midfield is the most stacked part of the team.
Yeah.
But if he could fit in with Bryce Mendez, Sucic,
Mm,
and Gio Reyna, ooh, I mean, that's if they don't score more goals than they did last season with that midfield, dissolve
yeah.
the club. It would be
Yeah,
embarrassing.
at this point.
It would be
At this
embarrassing.
point. Yeah, yeah.
Do you have a do you have like a dream? I mean, what do you think about those? And do you have like a team, maybe one that's not been he's not been linked to that you think would be a better spot?
I like both of those suggestions. Don't get me wrong. My only worry is that like La Liga hasn't historically been too favorable
Ambitious?
for. But it's been interesting, I'll say, for like a lot of CONCACAF players in general, right? Cardoso, great, but he was born and bred in a different system, Brazil, right? You have Yunus Musa, different systems. Like from an American, a truly American history, kind of, like I maybe I'm just a little worried at that point, but I like it in general because of the, like you said, the pressure, and it's good teams, it's good competition. La Liga is a great league. However you want to say, money and all that finances, whatever. It's a competitive, great league. That I do think is a really, really good idea. Personally, I'm more of a Bundesliga still or
Okay.
Eredivisie spot for him. I guess
Where?
maybe that when it comes to the Bundesliga, any team that really has like not the highest expectations, like a Werder Bremen, maybe like a
Okay.
Mönchengladbach, maybe I like
Ooh,
an Augsburg right now. In Augsburg, I really like Augsburg. They have Noah Kai Banks, another American in their back line. I think just go to a club that's not you're not worried about. I mean, no one's worried about fighting with Bayern Munich and Borussia Dortmund, really, unless you're Bayer Leverkusen. Don't go to one of those. Don't stay or go to one of those clubs. Go to like a mid-table Bundesliga team and get the system, get the game time going. Even like a Stuttgart. I like a Stuttgart a lot,
oh yeah.
actually, a lot. I go Cole Campbell at Dortmund might even be going there, like those kind of things. I think there is fine, and if not, the Eredivisie, just in the Netherlands, very good league developmentally for in particular Concacaf players, especially American center attacking mids. Recently, Paxton Aronson was performing lights out over there. You go to the Eredivisie and get that game time in, and then move elsewhere. I just worry that like a La Liga, even a Serie A Parma move might genuinely be too much for him. He's a great player, but he was a great player 3 years ago. So like like a top division in a top 5 league generally scares me. Even the Bundesliga, I think the Bundesliga you just have more room to move, to grow, to develop. So one of those is my preference here. And wherever in the Bundesliga, honestly, I would probably get the kit. If you went to Augsburg, I think I would get the Gio Reyna kit just for the shits.
Mm.
Because the streets will forget kit. Not won't
The
forget.
streets
The streets will forget
will
100%.
100% forget. Yeah.
100%.
I think that Augsburg, Valencia, Parma level we're talking about,
Mm-hmm.
that's the max, man.
Yo,
I
yeah.
swear, if I see that he's joined Ajax or something, I'm gonna be like, bro, you're not gonna play. You're not good enough. You're not going to play at Ajax.
No.
Feyenoord is like the maybe, but even their midfield is pretty solid right now.
Yeah.
Quinton Timber, Quangenbaum, bro, you're not getting in.
No.
Sorry. You want to
No.
go to FC Twente? Fine.
I would
Go
say
to
go to like
Twente.
like an Utrecht.
Utrecht,
Go
yes.
there. You might as well. You might, and like
Go there.
even that is better than Rangers in my opinion.
Yeah.
And then if all else fails, go to the Premier League like you tried already. Yeah, perfect. Apparently, it's really good for your career. You might as well do it now.
You know what I think he should do is Chelsea on loan. I think that'd be a great opportunity for him. I mean, it's
Don't
the
say that
Prem.
too
What could
loud
go
because
wrong?
if they hear one person say it, they'll do it. My
I
club.
mean, he has
We'll do
dreams
it.
of playing in the Prem, which didn't happen the first time he was in Nottingham Forest. So the dream is still a dream.
Oh, and I think it's gonna forever be a dream. I'd be very surprised if he ever lets that. I mean, maybe he moves at one point and gets 13 minutes, maybe.
Mm. Maybe City.
But the
Maybe
nepotism
City.
ass signing that would be like that would be cool if he was the level to play at City. That'd be amazing. Imagine, but
If he
no,
benched Reinders, that'd be sick.
I can't.
But it
Oh,
ain't happening.
no, no.
Oh, it ain't. I mean,
Does he make the City reserves? I don't even know about that. I don't even know about
I don't
that.
know, dude. They're churning out some ballers now. That's a great ass academy. I don't know. The
Yeah,
point is, aim low. With all
yeah,
due respect, aim low. Get on the pitch. Start scoring again. Otherwise, yeah, this is the last Gio video that we're ever gonna make.
yeah, yeah. Even then, like, I mean, realistically, how good is he? How good does he need to be for us to keep talking about him for a long time? Because unfortunately, he's gonna go pretty soon. He's gonna go into that top 7 failed Wonder Kids from CONCACAF video that we both will probably
You
do at some point.
cannot wait to release that video.
Oh my god, I keep talking about it too, huh? I
You
keep bringing it
actually
up.
have Gio already on the thumbnail.
He's the first person there.
You're
He's the first
preying on
person
his
there.
downfall so that you can drop that video. You have
It
6
better
other names. You just need that 7th.
That's all that matters to me. Trust me, and I could pull a 7th. And I could pull a 7th from anywhere, but I want Gio Reyna on that video.
No, you
Yeah.
want Gio Reyna.
Oh,
Dude,
yeah.
a Gio Reyna, Diego Lainez thumbnail, you're doing 100K. 100K
Ah,
guaranteed.
don't get me sad.
It's over.